Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Bring It to Life with Gail. Here's another episode of gardening with Bring It to Life with Gail. So what I like to do today is show you how I plant a garden. Now, I'm not the regular person that will dig into the ground and make a whole square and plant a garden. I love to do what we call gardening in a planter, because one thing I'm going to tell you the truth, I am terrified of snakes. And so if I were to have a garden and I would see snakes, I'm done. So I know that I can still get snakes in my container. However, I put it on the porch, so the likelihood of that is less than gardening in the ground. So what I did purchase is, I want to show you this. It's pretty cool. I got it at actually a home improvement store, which they are not sponsoring, but it was called Menards. They're not sponsoring this video, but I just wanted to tell you where I got them from. This is called container gardening. So it's kind of like the concept of what I'm doing. And this is a salad essential mix. You get your mix of lettuce, your carrots, your radishes, and your lettuce all together. So how cool is that to do in a container? What I wanted to try on top of this was to try these colorful carrots. So I have some container outside, and I'm going to start, and I will show you how I do that. Later on, I do get the tomatoes that are already pretty much grown up, because I don't have much luck with tomatoes, and also my little squirrels out here like to eat my tomatoes. One year I kept going out and saying I was excited because I had 10 tomatoes, and the next day I walk out and I had 2. So the squirrel got to them, and hopefully this time with me putting a little something out there, maybe they won't come. But I really like these, and it's the same concept as I'm doing, especially if you're in an apartment, or you know, if you don't have a big yard and you just have a small patio, you can actually do this in a container, and it is so much fun, because I think eating the vegetables that you grow yourself and showing kids how to do that is awesome too. One year we had planted some garden in my container, and we ate lettuce before we ate all of the other things, but the lettuce is something that if you cut it right, it will keep coming all summer long. So let's get started on gardening in a container, and gardening with Bring It to Life with Gail. For my container gardening, I actually am using the Miracle Grow gardening soil for vegetable and herbs, and some potting mix that I am mixing together in the container. To meet the real gardener in my family, it is my husband Eric. Can you say hi?
Hi everybody.
So this is what he's been doing. He's been keeping busy today. He's planting some new flowers in our little garden there. The fountain is actually in working condition, cleaned up, and he's cut all the roses, and he is ready, set to go. So the real gardener is him.
Bye.
So today what I have done is I have started my containers. I purchased these a while back because like I said, I had a container gardening before, and I hope that the wind doesn't break my voice too much. So what I did is I put the dirt inside of the containers, and now I'm just using my little rake there, and I'm mixing the soil together before I actually put the seeds in. So mixing the soil, you just want to make sure that you don't have any chunks in there, because then, you know, it's going to interfere with the seed growing. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm just mixing it up. And what I'm going to do is, as I'm planting, I'm just going to make holes and plant my seeds. It is hard for me to use a tripod today because it is so windy and the camera fell once, so I don't want to break my camera. But that is basically what I have done. I've mixed everything. Look at the beautiful soil. As you can see, what I'm doing here is I am making lines and digging a small row where I'm going to plant my seeds. The seeds came in like different packages, like lettuce, carrots, and radishes. This one here looks more like, if you see, it has a tape, and then you just put it in, but I'll have to show you that when I plant these. I decided to use this one so it's not too high, and then that way I can, you know, when it grows, it's not over the container, and hopefully squirrels don't get to it. So I will plant some seed and get it all done, and there's just water. So after starting this, I decided to go ahead and plant all of my lettuce in this one, and then this one I'm going to do some carrots and some radishes. And then I noticed that I'm probably going to need another container for some of my different carrots. So this is just part 1 of gardening with Gail. So this is a cool way to plant some carrots. So these are the Kaleidoscope blend carrots, and this is the seeds. And it kind of shows you how to actually do your planting with this. Super easy, and there is more than enough here. You can see the seeds. Do you see the seeds? Inside of this paper. It feels like toilet paper actually. But the seeds are in here, and that's what I'm going to plant. So half of this is radishes. This entire thing will be lettuce. and I think it will be pretty when it grows. And I will keep showing you the progress on my container gardening. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and plant these carrots, fill it all up, water it, and I am done for my first part of gardening with Gail. And I will show you other things that I will keep planting and keep the progress growing all summer long. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, I bring things home, I bring it love, and I bring it to life. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Happy spring, y'all.